It's a cyber hacking punch-up between the United States and China. And what's happening in our view is that US companies are in danger of getting caught in the crossfire. Last week, the United States put 5 Chinese army officers on its most wanted list for what it said were hacking crimes. And China has responded quickly and predictably by making noises about the security questions about foreign technology, and that particularly is aimed at US companies that are trying to sell in China, companies like Cisco and IBM. We don't quite know what the consequences are yet, but if the Chinese were to sort of use security as a way of trying to keep out foreign technology suppliers, that could have some interesting knock-on consequences. Now, you might say, actually, for these companies, China is not a huge market for them. Cisco, for example, doesn't actually break down its sales in China, but in one division, the estimates are that only 3% of its revenue comes from China. So if that were to disappear, that would be annoying, but not disastrous. A company like Apple sells 15% of it, makes 15% of its revenue in Greater China, including Hong Kong and Taiwan. But it's kind of hard to imagine that the Chinese government will be able to stop Chinese citizens from buying iPhones and iPads. So in pure financial terms, the consequences of this spat are not so huge. But where it really hurts US companies is in cutting off a big source of potential future growth. If you look at sales of network equipment, telecom network equipment, for example, the estimates are that China will account for about a quarter of the world market by 2018. And if companies like Cisco are cut off from that market, then those sales are going to go to other companies, maybe non-US companies, but particularly also homegrown Chinese companies like Huawei and ZTE. So this cyber hacking punch-up makes for great headlines. The financial consequences in the short term aren't huge, but in the long term, there's a lot at stake for US companies.